Original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our Friday mini episode where we will talk about a topic, but in a minier version. Thank you for your patience about when it's coming out. I had to take a nap this morning. You know how it goes, bimbos. Anyways, this was suggested by Cami in the Discord.
Yeah.
Crazy story. Oh, I think I follow this person who wrote the article on Twitter. Yeah, I think I follow this person. Melissa, what is this episode about?
So this is about a website called Rent a Hitman. Back in 2020, this 50-year-old woman from Michigan named Wendy Wayne sent an email to a man that she believed...
That might be Ween.
Ween, W-E-I-N. Wendy Ween.
Because I had a relative whose last name was spelled like that, and they pronounced it Ween.
Wendy Ween.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, her name's Wendy Ween now. She sent an email to someone that she believed was named Guido Finelli, who owned a website called rentahitman.com.
I feel like that screams fake name.
Well,
Guido Finelli.
The website says, got a problem that needs resolving? With over 17,985 US-based field operatives, we can find a solution that's right for you.
Oh boy.
So in this email that Wendy said, she said there was a man who stole $20,000 from her, which ended up being her ex-husband, and she wanted him taken care of. She said, I prefer not going to jail. Thank you for your time.
Also, is she an idiot? You don't get that stuff. You don't email that. You don't get that. You don't leave a paper trail ever.
There's a lot of idiots in the world, according to this article.
Like that URL, like, are you kidding? It's like illegalactivity.org.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid.
So this Guido Finelli guy that she sent the email to was not actually Guido Finelli, but it was a guy named Bob Innes. He was a repo man in the Bay Area and the owner of rentahitman.com, which is a website that's been used to catch over a dozen people requesting a real hitman to kill someone.
Wow, he's like To Catch a Predator, but with murderers.
So the website, it's up. It's obviously a parody. If you go to rentahitman.com, you can see it.
It's not up anymore.
I just went to it.
Maybe it's without the dashes?
Yeah, no dashes. Rentahitman.com.
Oh.
It's up there, baby. It's live.
Oh, now it is up there. Oh, wow. All U.S.-based field operatives have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Oh, my God. 2 for 1 special. Use code Miranda. Expires 4/1/2021.
Says your privacy guaranteed.
So it's a fake website.
Oh, my God.
And then they just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the website, it's obviously a parody. It has a HIPAA thing on there. You know, that's like the HIPAAs for like the Privacy Act. But this says the HIPAA stands for Hitman Information Privacy and Protection Act.
Come on. They even have customer testimonials. Phil M. from Florida. Guido and his public relations crew were able to resolve a 5-year dispute in a matter of days. Laura caught my husband cheating with the babysitter and our relationship was terminated after free public relations consultation. I'm single again and looking to mingle. Thanks, Guido. Fernando from Kansas said, my business schedule is too busy to get my hands dirty with a human resources issue. So I consulted with RAH and they handled my disgruntled employee issue for me promptly while I was out of town.
Wow. A lot of great Yelp reviews.
You got a great review
for this website. So this guy, Bob, who received this email, he told the cops. And then the cops arrested her. And she was charged with solicitation to commit murder and illegal use of a computer to commit a crime.
Oh my God.
So Rolling Stone interviewed him.
We're going to get arrested for that, for doing this podcast.
I know.
This podcast is a crime
It's a crime against humanity.
against humanity.
So the guy who started this website, his name is Bob Innes, and he's an IT guy. And in 1999, he went through the Napa Valley Police Academy, and he applied at a bunch of agencies throughout California. But in the following years, California had a bunch of hiring freezes and budget cuts, so all the positions were gone. So he couldn't get a job.
He's a real Paul Blart.
He's Paul Blart. Then he started driving a limo to make some income while he would look for a real job. So in 2003, he enrolled in a business trade school in Northern California, and he went into IT. And so he bought this website. He planned to use it for a risk assessment business. And so he came up with Rent a Hitman, like rent as in hire us, hit as in visitor traffic and analysis.
How funny.
He thought it was like a funny play on,
How
his
funny.
business. And it cost him $9 to buy it in 2005.
Wow.
And then I guess he never actually started that business. So he put the domain up for sale, for auction. And he put up a little graphic that said, "This domain for sale. If interested, contact rentahitman.com." with the email address. So after about 6 or 8 months of trying to auction it off, he wasn't getting any buyers for it. So he just decided to hold on to the website. He's like, I'll just keep it, whatever. So then about 2.5 years later, he goes into the inbox just to kind of see like what's going on in there. And he saw almost 300 emails in the account from people around the world that were seeking various services.
Oh my God.
So some of the emails were from people looking to get money out of an individual or a bank. Like some emails said, "How much to perform a hit in Austria? Do you service minors? Are you hiring?"
Whoa.
And one in particular was a lady from the UK who was looking for a date.
Yes, Queen.
It
was me.
Her email address was allysiegel@gmail.com. And she wanted to have a hitman companion and learn the trade.
That's kind of cool. We're lucky that this guy was like a good guy because he has all this police training.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's getting all these emails about wanting hits done. Like if he was at the bottom of the barrel
He could have
and was
been like-
corrupt, he could have been like, okay, I have the training. Like
Yeah, I
I
need
might as
some
well
money.
just do all these hits for money.
Can I tell a quick story about domain names?
Yes.
I always love
Hot
the story
horse,
about
dot
domain
horse.
names.
When we
Hot
were
horse, hot horse.
when we were writing Ghost Girls, me, Amanda, and Jeremy Connor, we came up, we were like, we said this phrase out loud, and then we were like, oh my God, we should get that website. And then we went and it was for sale, and I think Jeremy still owns it. And do you want to know what the website is?
No, I don't.
Absolutely.
Don't tell us.
I do.
It's bedbathandbeyonce.com.
Are you serious?
Bed Bath and Beyonce. Wow.
That's got to be worth $1 bajillion. Yeah, it looks like it's taken by someone.
I think Jeremy might still own it.
That's funny.
Let's look at this domain appraisal for that baby.
Yeah, see what is that baby worth?
$12.
Is it?
No, I don't
That's
know.
it's
I'm
got to be
looking now.
worth like 1,000.
Oh, 730.
Okay, well that ain't
Oh.
nothing. That ain't nothing.
Wow.
I thought it would be way more than that.
So if anyone wants Bed Bath and Beyonce,
Yeah, just ask. Just send inquiry. Yeah.
You know what it is, though, is that GoDaddy doesn't understand the play on words. So it could be way more valuable than that.
That's absolutely right. Because they can't. Their
That's
algorithm can't quite understand the nuance.
They don't
there.
comprehend that level.
they don't
of
get
humor.
puns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the other ones that are like comparable, they're like bestkitchenandbath.com.
No.
Like
Oh
they're
my
not
God.
understanding
They
what we're
don't
doing
understand
here.
it at all. That's
They-
sad.
yeah, they
that
don't get
honestly,
it.
like angers me. It's like that's not what that is at all.
Yeah, get it together, GoDaddy. Read a book.
Yeah. Read a book. Yeah.
So this guy, Bob, the first serious inquiry he got was from this woman named Helen. She was in the UK, but she was stranded in Canada. She had written an email to Bob, and it basically was super long and rambling, saying how she was screwed out of her father's inheritance by 3 family members. She doesn't have any money. She doesn't know where to live. She's stranded in Canada without a passport, so she can't even leave. And she wanted to get back at her aunt and uncle and another family member. And she gave him like physical addresses. And then she sends a second email that says urgent in the subject with like more detail
Oh my God.
and like more corroborating info. And then Bob responded to that email and he said, "Do you still require our services? And would you like me to put you in contact with the field operatives?" And so she wrote back yes and said where she was staying in Canada.
Don't people have
my
guilt?
God.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. Would you not die knowing that you had made someone like go to murder someone? Like, where's
No, they're fueled by anger. Their anger is their primary
Yeah.
like emotion driving them, and resentment. They think that they're entitlement.
That's insane to me. It's insane.
Are you drinking a mini apple cider vinegar?
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
Aren't they adorable? I got it off the Bragg's website. Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar prebiotic shot, carrot and ginger.
You could give that to your
Whoa.
American Girl doll, and then that could be like a normal size.
That's funny.
Normal size drink.
I used
for
to
her.
do that with like, you'd get like little things from like, restaurants or room service or airplanes. And I used to collect them
Yes.
for my American Girl dolls, like little
Like
Tabasco
mini ketchup
sauces.
bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so cute.
That's funny. So then Bob starts Googling this woman and like researching her. And he prints out like 20 pages of details, names and addresses, and all the information corroborated with what she was asking for. And then that's when he went to the local police department and he told them what was going on. He gave them the information. And then the police went and did a welfare check on this person to see what was going on. And they found out that she was wanted in the UK on extraditable warrants for serious charges. So she was taken into custody.
Oh my God.
And she spent 126 days in Canada before being extradited back to the UK. So she was in all sorts
Jeez.
of legal criminal problems in the
Yeah.
UK. And then Bob says he keeps a spreadsheet of the requests. And he's gotten about 350.
Do you guys know how to use Excel? I don't.
I
I do.
Yeah, I'm sure Melissa can, because you did all that Patti LaPelle stuff, right? With like,
Yeah, I learned in college, I think.
yeah, I learned in grade
All right.
school, but I can't.
Oh, okay, guys. All right, cool.
But I couldn't. I just
It's
don't know.
complicated.
You say you have to do like C7 plus E9
Equals, yeah.
like
Yeah, it's not.
It's
for me.
complicated as hell. But it's great when it works out. You just plug the numbers in and then it has equals the totals.
that's
It's great. I do that for the podcast stuff, all the balances. Yeah, very organized. So
Sally's fuming. Talk about hiring a hitman. Both of us are gonna get killed.
Yeah, I'm gonna rent it.
just like an airstrike
My
comes through my
co-host.
window right now.
Just
Just
bragging about
explodes.
using Excel.
Oh, interesting. Funny. You hit a button. So yeah, so about 350. Not all of them are murder requests. Some of them are people looking for assisted suicide options, which is sad as hell.
Scary.
Some of them are like hoaxes. They're trying to prank their friend. And out of 350, about 10% are for those people that are seeking to cause harm to others.
Jesus.
And so he always replies back to those emails. He always says, "Do you still require our services? And would you like me to place in contact with a field operative?" And so if he doesn't hear back from them, he just ignores it. And then if they respond back with yes, he writes back and is like, "Okay, I'll put you in contact with the field operatives." And then like sends them to
I
the
wonder
police.
what like. So he's free of liability because he's like to catch a predator ring. Like he's like Chris Hansening. Like
Yeah, he's not. I think it's a parody website, so it's obviously fake. So whoever contacts him, he's not trying to catch anyone.
Yeah, so this like isn't baiting. Or
Yeah,
anything.
no.
Like I don't.
So an example of one that he got was from a Kansas woman named Danae Wright. She said, "Shut down and take them out to shut up the drama." Apparently people were talking bad about her in her town in Kansas.
Whoa.
I bet this woman is so. Oh my God.
So she
You mentioned
provided
it in the next sentence.
3 names, which this Bob guy was able to verify on Facebook.
I was going to say, this sounds like a woman who uses a lot of Facebook.
Yeah. She's in all sorts of groups causing drama.
Yeah, I feel like this is a woman who fights on Facebook.
Oh, God. Just the worst. So she wanted them taken out using guns, bombs, or anything or any way to remove them.
What?
Okay, well, don't say guns or bombs. Just say, like, just take them out. Because
Yeah.
you don't have to say guns, bombs,
Yeah.
or whatever you have. Like,
You're in. Yeah,
Ninja
that
star?
doesn't make sense. So he asked her if she required the services and wanted to be placed in contact with a field operative. She said yes. So that's when he reached out to the police department, who then forwarded this to the Kansas Bureau of Investigation. She was found guilty and sentenced to 3 years supervised probation after admitting to criminal solicitation to commit murder in the 2nd degree.
That's it? Just probation?
I guess. She also had profiles on childcare for hire websites. So, like, she was, like, wanting to watch people's kids while, like, trying to get people killed.
God.
It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Then there was this other guy whose name's Devin Fauber. He lived in Virginia. He was 20 years old, working at a seafood fish restaurant. I'm gonna say Long John Silver's
Yeah.
or Red Lobster.
No, he's not Red Lobster material.
No, he's Long John Silver's. He was upset with his ex-girlfriend, and he asked to have his ex, her mom, and her stepfather murdered.
Oh my God.
But in addition, he wanted to have his ex-girlfriend's baby kidnapped with the birth certificate and brought from Virginia to Texas so that he could start a family with this other woman.
Oh, my God.
So Bob asked his 2 questions.
Demonic.
Do you still require the services? Would you like me to put you in contact with the field operatives? He responded right away. He said, yes, this is the address. Make sure you get the job done. And he was like super persistent. He kept emailing, how come the job's not done yet? I've given you everything you need to know about where they can be found. Remember, don't kill the baby.
Oh, my God.
And so then Bob
God.
reported it to the Augusta County Sheriff's deputy, and they set up a sting. They made an arrest, and he pleaded guilty to 2 charges of solicitation of murder and was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
I'm a little bit stuck on this other woman just getting a few months probation.
Yeah, Danae Wright.
Or 3 years probation.
I'm not sure how that's different.
Dare I say it's because she's a woman
Perhaps.
that she gets less.
I'm checking some things out right now.
Maybe she said like different things, or she wasn't as specific, maybe.
Danae is a white woman. Devin is a male person of color.
This could be.
That explains a lot. Just saying.
So
Just
it's
saying.
interesting.
And did she want to hurt one? Is it because she? How many people did she?
Or I
want
think
to hurt?
Hispanic in origin.
She said 3.
Yeah, then that.
I mean, it's more people, but
But also, he wanted to get that baby. He wanted to get that baby.
Kidnapping
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's another. Kidnapping a baby is
Yeah.
that adds.
give me
some
that
time.
baby.
Interesting.
Weird. Okay, it was a fast food restaurant, so it wasn't Long John Silver's or Red Lobster. So it was a seafood fast
food.
food
Long
Long
restaurant.
John
I
Silver's
guess.
is fast food.
Is it a drive-through?
It is.
Yeah.
It's drive-through.
Yeah, we actually have.
No.
Yes, I have been to a Long John Silver's drive-through.
Whoa. No, that's even more shocking than people wanting to murder someone.
That is. Can we switch? Is it too late to switch the topic of the?
Long
Wait,
John
Long
Silver's
John
is a drive-through fast food restaurant.
Oh my god.
I don't see any evidence of this on the internet.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you, it 100%
Uh-oh.
long.
Are you sure you didn't just drive into a Long John Silver's once?
Long John Silver's drive-through. Let's see.
Look at the first image I have is of a Long John Silver's with a car. I'm going to send you guys.
Just because there's a car in front of it doesn't mean it's
Okay,
a
okay, I
drive-thru.
see it. I
No.
see it. I did images now, and
Long
I see
John
it.
Silver's modernizes its drive-thrus.
Wow, they have a deep fried Twinkie on the menu.
They got it all. They got it all fried in there. There's no hiding from the fry.
Wow, this looks good. This looks good. Buttermilk cod followed by a deep fried Twinkie, and they have pie.
Damn.
I got to see if there's any of these in LA.
There are, but they're few and far between. I know all this because Craig's a big Long John Silver's fan. A big Long John.
Well, there's one in Gardena.
Oh, is that the closest one?
Pacoima, I think, is the closest one. I don't
Pacoima?
even know
Where's
where
Pacoima?
Pacoima is.
Gardena?
It's outside Burbank. It's pretty outside.
Wait, there's
Burbank.
one in
There's
like
one-
Inglewood.
They do
Oh, Gardena.
a lot of Taco Bell / Long John Silver's.
Oh. I thought that was Pizza Hut Taco Bell too. Damn, Taco Bell loves splitting up their franchises.
Wow, this person is 5 stars. Finest food, very kind employees, consistently fantastic atmosphere.
The finest of food.
The finest of fried food.
The finest of
Wow,
fried
this guy Wesley says this place is my number 1 site. Of all the restaurants I know, I favor it most.
Wow.
I never miss an opportunity to go visit this place. Whenever I want to get a delicious lunch, this is the first place that comes to my mind. Wow.
Wow.
Isn't it crazy? I put on, if anyone's watching this video, I put on this pirate hat today.
That is
Like I work at a Long
interesting.
John Silver's or something, and now here we are.
All roads lead to Long John's.
All roads lead to Long John's.
You manifested it. All right. Well, we can get back to the episode now.
So Bob said he talked about the most common reasons why people email him, and he said a lot are like ex-boyfriend, bad breakup kind of thing. He said this email said, "This girl has been a problem in my life for a long time. I just need someone to take her out of the picture, someone who could kidnap and capture and disarm the situation. Please, thank you."
Oh my God.
And then in Anchorage, Alaska, a 14-year-old kid who wanted his mom, dad, brother, and sister murdered emailed. He gave instructions and said that he sleeps downstairs and in a bunk bed and that he wanted this done quietly. And so Bob reported this.
But his family's so nice. He gets his own room and a bunk bed, and
I
he wants to
know.
off his whole family. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Bob reported this to the Anchorage
Rat.
Police Department, and they went out and did a welfare check on this kid, and there was a history of abuse.
Okay, take it back.
Maybe not so good
My
situation
bad.
there.
Yeah, my bad.
He also has received a couple hundred emails from people in Indonesia who are seeking to have other people murdered.
Why Indonesia?
Well, somebody in Indonesia did a YouTube video and they were talking about the dark web and they mentioned rentahitman.com,
Oh my God.
which caused a surge of people to go on Yahoo and Google and search Rent a Hitman, and they ended up on his page. And they would send a solicitation with like the name, the address, the social media, and all information.
Wow.
And so this guy, Bob, contacted the Indonesian consulate in San Francisco, gave them 100 emails.
Oh my God.
And what's crazy about that is that in 5 of those emails, they were requests to kill their own president, Joko Widodo, which is like, that's a bad crime. They were assassination requests.
Are there real
Jesus
websites like
Christ.
this? Or is this like...
I would assume
There-
on the dark
there probably are.
web.
There's a great TV series. I only watched 1 or 2 episodes on it. It's called Dark Net, and it's a documentary where each episode they get into a different part of the dark net. So whether it's like cults or like
Drugs.
porn or kidnapping or biohacking or like drugs. Yeah. Well, what is it called? The Silk Road or something?
Oh yeah, Silk Road is no more. Silk Road was a fun time while it lasted. I got some drugs off the
yeah,
Silk Road.
That's incredible. So it goes each episode. I think it's had 2 seasons and it gets into different stuff you can get on the dark net. So maybe there's an episode on Hitman. I'm sure
I
that
bet
there
you
is.
can For sure. Well, that's what, remember that or it was a movie that came out based on the Silk Road that just came out, and it was not a good movie. It was a bummer because it's such an interesting
What
story.
movie?
But the guy,
Was it that Cicada one? Cicada?
the guy who created the Silk Road, it was about him and how he got arrested for like asking to get people killed.
Oh, yes.
It just
I
came
do
out.
remember. There was someone famous in it. Someone famous was the star of it.
It was the kid who was in A Teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking
He's
about.
cute.
Like literally.
Okay, wait. Okay, it's called Silk Road 2021. It's starring Nick Robinson.
Nick Robinson.
Yeah, and it's about the guy Ross Ulbricht who created the Silk Road,
Yeah.
the internet's first unregulated marketplace, and it became a multi-million-dollar pipeline for illicit drugs.
Popline.
And then and then he draws the attention of Rick Bowden, a DEA agent who takes him down.
Yeah, this DEA agent like talks to him over years and like gains his trust, and then he ends up like turning him in. It was so boring. It was not good.
Oh, bummer. Anyways, this is a crazy story. If you want to read the article, which you all should, it's in Rolling Stone, written by one of the senior writers, E.J. Dixon. Thank you, Cammie, in the Discord for suggesting this crazy story. Do not try to get people killed. That's our take.
Or go
That's
on the
our
dark
take from the
web.
story.
Go on the dark web if you need that stuff.
That's Melissa's take. My take is just skip it. Go to therapy. Anyways, I am Allie. Just don't do it, Siegel.
I am Melissa Long John Stetton.
And I'm Maria the Pirate Blasucci.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by ACAST.